Hello everyone, I'm Heather. I'm back today for, I don't know what this is, like reading vlog slash travel situation. I don't really know. We'll see as we go along. Hopefully it won't be very long. I am going to Scotland for Easter break to meet my friend. I haven't been to Scotland for ages. It's Edinburgh we're going to, and I'm super excited. But pit stop, first of all, to drop my kids and my dogs and my husband off of my in-laws in Doncaster. So it's like a 4-hour drive from here to Doncaster and the north of England. And then the next day I'm going to get on a train and go the rest of the way up to Edinburgh. Basically, the books that I'm bringing with me, you know, because that's the main event, innit? Let's not lie. I have decided, after a long, painful decision, it's like I need something that's going to last me a certain number of days, but not be too big to carry. I'm going with Hola, Papi by Jean-Paul Brammer. This is a LGBTQ columnist guy who I think had a column in a newspaper or online or something, and he's now written a book, like a collection of columns maybe, or just rough memoir. Apparently heartwarming and funny as fuck. So I've only read just to dip in to make sure I like it, because that would be the worst thing. So it ends up on like a 3-hour train ride with a book you don't like. I've read to page 7. I'm digging it so far. Let's dig it. I also brought 2 backup books just in case. Like, I obviously didn't want to carry too much with me, but I feel like it would be even worse to just sort of end up on a train with nothing to read. So these are the things I generally bring with me when I'm worried I'll run out of stuff to read. Mice and the Fanatic by Hanif Qureshi, and A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. You may have seen these from me before, because I often bring them with me when I'm not sure if I need extra, and then often don't read them, so they just sort of come around with me, and I don't actually. One day, folks, I will get to that, I promise. Also, because it's a 4-hour trip in the car with my kid, I'm also bringing Bob's Burgers Mad Libs. Like, can I get an amen for Bob's Burgers Mad Libs? For real. What up, Maisie? Yeah, I need a noun. A box. Attention, babies and gentlemen. The flyer in my heart is no ordinary coupon. Sure, it grants 7% off your order, but it also has powers beyond your wildest cats. The baby's been in the car too long. What's this? Cheshire Bewilderwood. Curious Treehouse Adventure. That looks cute.
Is it a map?
What's the Wookiee hole? Oh, that looks dumb, doesn't it?
Oh. This is too crazy. Yeah, I used to live that back.
So glad I remembered last minute that Scotland's mask mandate hasn't gone away yet, like in Wales and in England. That would have been like a huge problem if I forgot. However, I did forget how fucking expensive Edinburgh is. Now I'm kicking myself about that. Like when I was in Doncaster earlier today, I was like, oh, everyone in Doncaster is so poor, they're poor like me, like all the shit is super affordable. Like, why do I live in such an expensive city like Cardiff? It's so hard to be poor in Cardiff. Then I've come to Edinburgh and I'm like, fuck me, like, Cardiff is cheap as shit. Don't need to complain about that anymore. Guys, I think this is the bookstore I was in earlier, just the back side of it. Like, I've just gone round in 8,000 circles looking for this road, and I could have just gone out the back of the bookstore I'd been in ages ago. Ugh, I need a drink. This is giving me weird fantasy novel, like magical world vibes, and I'm feeling it. Also, there's a beer garden in the park, and I'm for this. However, where does one pee when one is getting pissed in the park? Because this is a question. Shit, yeah, now that I've thought of it, I do really need to wee. I don't see anything. Fuck! I've done a bad thing. Hello! Future Heather here. I thought I'd take this delightful scenic moment, this quaint time, to update you on my book situation. So I did quite a lot of train reading. Haven't finished the book, even now. But I feel like I might even be up for a reread. I feel like John Paul Brammer is so wise. For like being younger than me, like a bit younger, but like still younger, for being younger than me, he's pulling some serious Yoda energy, okay? Like, the way he talks about like trauma, you know, like childhood trauma and stuff, like it doesn't have to be big trauma to be trauma. It can just be trauma in your own mind. It makes it no bigger or smaller than anyone else's trauma, you know? And like he's on about, I don't know, living and loving and like forgetting, embracing trauma and like not pretending like it doesn't exist, like using all of your past experiences to sort of see that that's what makes you as a person, you know, and not trying like, not like regretting it, stuff like that. Like it's hard for me really even to sort of say what he's on about. I'm gonna have to have a reread. Like I took pictures of so many different passages to just like go back and have a reread because it spoke to me so intensely, and just like, I don't know, I feel like I've gone through a deep healing journey just with him now, just like, you know, 3/4 of the way through this book. I feel like it's changed me. Is that weird? Like I have been drinking already today, so it could just me being like maudlin on the wine, do you know what I mean? But I feel like, I don't know, he's very wise. This is vegan habits, which tasted pretty okay. It tasted like cream of mushroom soup, like gone all chunky. But it looks like your lungs on drugs.
John Grades who marched around the graveyard to prevent these grave robbers from happening at yeah, that looks there's that. There's that.
Okay, I forgot to say, the book that I got, like I know I'm not supposed to get books, but I feel like this is a good case. Like I normally take a book with me whenever I go anywhere. I take a book with me to do with that place, you know? But I didn't have any like Edinburgh like books in my house. I didn't want to get a new book just for the trip, because what if I didn't get to it, you know? So I got, instead, like, I allowed myself then to buy one. This one's called Hex. It takes place in Edinburgh, and it's like, I think 17th century, 18th century. It's like a famous Edinburgh witch, you know. But it says Hex is a visceral depiction of what happens when a society is consumed by fear and superstition. I'm excited. Whoa!
Thank you.
I forgot how big Dunkin' Donuts shit is. Look at my coffee squish.
Wow.
It's like the size of you.
Yeah, that's $7.74 at your next window, look, please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's officially the end of this video situation. If you've gotten this far, thank you for watching. I have read a bit more of my Hola, Papi book, and it is getting better and better. Like, his middle school bully, the one who like messed with him for being gay all the time, turns out he's gay, and he's messaged him on Grindr or whatever, and John Paul Brammer has taken it very well. You know, he responded in a very funny way, but also very wise. Just so wise. I'm just like blown away by his wisdom. I feel like if he was still doing this column, I would write into him about my own problems, you know. I'll think of something. Maybe he's still doing it, because I need him to sort my life out. I need him to be like my life guru. I mean, anyway, I have to go to work tomorrow, and not only do I have to go to work tomorrow, I have to put my actual ass in a chair in the office, and it's really late, so I have to go to bed now. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me, any comments, literally at all, please let me know. I hope you had a lovely Easter weekend, or just lovely weekend, or just lovely couple days, whatever, and I will see you next week.